what are you eating this morning? Could it be oatmeal? And if it is, are you eating it a healthy way or not? Andrea Hill's going to tell us all about what kind of oatmeal is available and then the way we can eat it, and it be healthy.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Lots of different varieties out there now, at least in the supermarkets. I mean, you walk into the cereal section and you've got old-fashioned, you've got quick cook, you have steel cut, you have instant, and just like a bowl of any kind of breakfast cereal that we buy, people often wonder, well, what's the difference, So we wanted to show people, at least visually, the difference in all the different varieties of oats, talk about the nutrition, and go from there.
All right. So explain the variety, because obviously this looks a little bit more chopped up. This one looks a little bit more,
flatter.
Yeah, and then this looks a little bit more shaved.
Right. Well, nutrition-wise, when it comes to any kind of unflavored oatmeal, they're all equal. Okay. But I wanted to show people the difference in the cut. This is what we call a steel cut oatmeal. And this is the whole grain that has only been cut in maybe 2 or 3 pieces. This takes the longest to cook. This takes anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes.
Wow.
Yes, right.
And you would think it would take less because it's smaller.
It looks smaller, but if you really look closely, they are small oat kernels. They're actually quite hard.
Okay.
This over here is what a lot of people know as rolled oats or old-fashioned. Okay, this is the oat flake that has been steamed, rolled flat into this shape, and they take a little less time than the steel cut, but they still take more than 5 minutes to cook on your stovetop.
Okay.
Right? Then you can definitely see the huge difference here in the texture. This is the instant or the quick cook. You could see what they do with this oat flake is they cut it up into very tiny pieces, almost to the form of powder. And this is the instant. This is going to take less than 1 minute.
It's like the quick and easy.
It is the quick and easy, but here's the difference. Quick and easy means that it's going to raise your blood sugar fast.
Wow.
So people out there with blood sugar issues, you want to be going towards an old-fashioned or a steel cut.
Okay.
Okay, so the larger this surface, the longer it takes to release its sugar into your bloodstream. So that's the main difference here.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to cook either of them.
Okay,
like, how does that?
Well, good point. I mean, for all of these, you'd either be boiling it on the stove top or you'd be nuking it into the microwave. But I can tell you what I do with my old-fashioned oats, because that's what I use. But I don't have the time in the morning to be spending 5 or 10 minutes cooking oats on the stove top.
Yeah.
So what I do is I actually just get my half cup of just regular oats, put it in a bowl, cover it with my milk or water, depending on what you want to use. Cover it with some plastic film. Throw it in your fridge overnight. So you're just going to soak it.
Okay, that's a good idea. It's kind of like how you do brown rice.
Right, yeah, for a lot of people. So this actually even makes it easier digestible in the morning. So all you end up doing is the next day it's already softened up, throw it in your microwave like you would your instant oatmeal, and in less than a minute you have a type of oats that's going to sustain you all day long.
Okay, so now we pretend we just finished cooking our oatmeal.
Right.
Okay, and when you come to, whether it's a supermarket or you make it at home, people actually add a lot more to the oatmeal, I think, than they should.
Yeah.
You have your condensed milk, your sugar, and all sorts of stuff.
Good point. So you could start off with something like a regular or original flavored, like we said, because that is still a good nutrition for lowering cholesterol, good on the B vitamins, lots of vitamin E in the oats. But when we end up dousing it with condensed milk, brown sugar, blah, 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 and all of this, we really end up increasing the calories, the sugar. If you're watching your weight, you're watching your sugar, you're pretty much shooting yourself in the foot here. So what we want to do is we want to encourage people to be sweetening the oats naturally. I've got some fresh berries over here you could use, or some dried fruit. If you like that sort of maple syrup type of taste, get some pure maple syrup and drizzle about a teaspoon and a half tops on your bowl of oatmeal.
Would honey be okay?
Honey would be fine as well. Absolutely.
Now when it comes to actually trying to make sure that you take your oatmeal in the morning, how can we go about, like I mean, I understand you said try to get it in the fridge before the night before and such, but how can people ensure that they incorporate it?
Well, you know what, make it part of you know, the pantry items that you carry. Make it part of the grocery store, supermarkets, and honestly, organize yourself. Try to plan ahead. I often have to remember before I'm heading off to bed, oh, soak the oats, you know, for tomorrow. So you do have to think about it and organize yourself. But if you forget to have that oats, you can still use oats through a lot of different things. It's very versatile. You can use it as breadcrumbs. You could blend it up in a smoothie. You can sprinkle it over your yogurt. So you can get it in other ways. But the more you get that fiber in, the better your cholesterol, the blood pressure, the weight is going to be.
Now, one thing we want to add to, you notice on your Quaker oatmeal box, the heart in the corner.
That's right.
What does that mean?
That means that this type of whole grain supports the health of the heart. It can it also, you know, when you look actually behind this label, you'll see little heart here, because the American Heart Association tells us that, you know, this is no cholesterol, no sodium, very low fat, and good source of fiber. This is all very important for the heart.
Definitely. Any last words for the viewers out there? I really like the fact, before we go, that we incorporate fruits because it's healthy.
Yeah.
You do your oatmeal because it's good for your heart. You put them together and it's like yumminess, but healthiness.
That's true. And I think that's a great way to leave it, actually, because this is the way we want to advise people. Fruits, your whole grain, get it in.
All right. Thank you very much, Andrea, having us and telling us all details on oatmeal and how to keep your heart healthy. Don't go away. There's more on Daybreak with Heart Smart Healthcare. Stay with us.